Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician. Today we're going to be checking out a new product from Capri Tools. This being their 4-in-1 wrench set, so a pretty interesting design that I hadn't seen up until now. So we're going to be going over its specs, features, pricing, my personal thoughts on it, as well as we're going to be doing a giveaway of the exact same set we're about to review, but obviously a new one still in the packaging. So stay tuned for the end of the video, find out how to enroll for this giveaway, and I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys do, please make sure to smash that thumbs up, leave a comment down below of your guys' thoughts, and as always, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Let's get into this. Here we're going to be looking at the Capri 4-in-1 reversible box end wrench set. This is a 120 tooth 4-pack of wrenches, which is actually 16 different sizes. So there's some pros to this and some cons. We're going to go over everything. I'll share the specs, features, pricing, and all that information. So here's all the info provided on the packaging, if you can read that. It is made in Taiwan. And here we have another product that comes in the Capri EVA foam. And getting into the organizer real quickly, I actually really enjoy what Capri Tools has done with their EVA foam trays. For the most part, they've done a good job of keeping it compact compared to a lot of other companies where they spread them out a lot. And this goes for a lot of their lineup. Keep in mind, this isn't going to work out for everybody. Not everybody has the room for EVA foam trays, but if you can use them, they're great organizers. The other thing that I like about Capri Tools organizer is it's not just the EVA foam. If you look at the top, there's actually a thin layer of plastic that is molded onto the top, and this is going to prevent the foam from absorbing a bunch of oil every time you go to take a tool out or put a tool away, anything like that. So having that nice top, it's also going to prevent it from getting all chewed up and stuff from when you're going to grab the tools. So I think these are very nice organizers, and anytime I can use them, I do. You have 8 SAE and 8 metric, 2 wrenches for each. The metric is going to be 8 and 10, 12 and 13, 14, 15, 17, 19. So while that's not every size, it is your more common sizes that you use for metric. The SAE is going to be 5/16, 3/8, 7/16 half, 9/16, 5/8, and 11/16, 3/4. So like I say, these are reversible 120 tooth ratcheting wrenches. So these tools do not work without the reverse feature. Since it is a different size on each side of the tool, obviously you can't just flip the tool over like your standard ratcheting wrench and go the other direction. Since it's a different size on each side, you have to be able to reverse that direction. With the 120 tooth mechanism, you do get a 3-degree arc swing, so a nice low arc swing for those tight spaces. Now keep in mind that with the dual size, it is brought out, so you got a little bit of an offset here. So it sticks out, so you can kind of get the wrench up off of whatever you're working on, so you're not smacking your hand or dragging your hand across whatever surface. You can also get down on a fastener that may be slightly recessed, but you have this in order to still have good surface for each fastener. It's not like you're working with half of the width of a standard ratcheting wrench. You still have your standard width for each size, so that is good. I'll also be posting some pictures up in here so you guys can kind of see what they have available on their website as far as information. This is a 6-point design, and it does have their Wave Drive Pro design, which is going to help unrounded and rounded fasteners, as well as prevent rounding off fasteners. So you can see the teeth between each one of the corners. Very nice design. It's not one that's going to be so aggressive that it's going to destroy fasteners, but just give you that extra little bite where the pressure is actually being applied. They are chrome vanadium steel, and they have the max chrome finish. And I've had these about a week now. I use these for some adjustments on the hatch of my Camaro, as well as making some adjustments to my trans cooler and a few other small miscellaneous jobs, and they've done very well. I haven't had any issues with gear slipping or binding or anything like that. So those are things that you always keep in mind. I have a Matco set that was really bad with that, and one of my cheaper gear wrench ratcheting wrench sets also had an issue. So that's always something I keep in mind when I start using ratcheting wrenches. The pros, my main big one is you can either grab this whole thing, or let's say you're working, you're just working with metric. I can go climb underneath the car with 2 wrenches, and I have 8 different sizes. I don't know how many times I can tell you that, oh, I'm going to work under the car, let me grab 13, 15, 19, and whatever else. I go under the car, I have a bunch of different wrenches laying around. I end up not having the one that I need. I get up, I go grab the one I think I need, not right, go grab another wrench. I'm constantly getting up and down. By the time I'm done, I have 12 wrenches sitting underneath the car and a bunch of other miscellaneous things. If I can just go under the car and get 90% of what I need done with just these 2 wrenches, that's going to be fantastic. So instead of getting up 15 times, I may only get up 3 times. Who knows? If I'm lucky enough, I won't get up until I'm done. But it's unlikely. But that's the first thing that came to mind when I saw these wrenches, is the fact that you have so many wrenches with so little. So I thought that was really cool. And it's really funny because before these came out, I didn't even know wrenches like this existed. I actually thought, oh, Capri just released a brand new design. And then after getting these, I started seeing them all over the place. The other thing is not just if you're working with bolts, but let's say you're threading a nut down on a long stud. The stud can still simply pass through the wrench as you're going to work on it. It's not like having 2 different sizes are going to affect, threading a nut onto a stud or anything like that. One thing to keep in mind, though, is sometimes you will have something like a certain size. This is a 13 millimeter that slides in. And on the other side, since we have a 12 millimeter, it is nice because then it stops the bolt from passing through when it gets to that lip. But then you also have to keep in mind of the opposite. So like this fastener is a 9/16, and when I go to pass it through, it fits, obviously. But since the other side is 5/8 larger, it can pass all the way through. You still have a nice wide surface area, like you do on any other wrench, to bite onto the head of a fastener. So like this is a shoulder bolt, so obviously it's only going to insert so far. But as you can hear, that 120 tooth is very fine. So let's go ahead and try this again. Sorry about that, my battery died, and I then proceeded to record the rest of the video without pressing record. So not exactly sure where I left off. We're going to quickly and briefly go over the pros and cons so you guys can understand my thoughts on it. So the pros being that when working under a car or any situation like that, it is extremely versatile. You can grab a couple wrenches and you have a lot of different options. Number 2 being that they're going to work just like any of your other ratcheting wrenches. The design isn't going to, prevent you from working with threaded studs or, anything like that. So next up, it does have a nice high tooth count, low arc swing. It's a smooth gear as well, or smooth operation. It's got really good fitment, nice chrome, a nice organizer if you can use it, and it does carry the lifetime warranty. The cons being you have to pay attention to the orientation of the tool to not let the bolt head pass through. So like sometimes you're working with a fastener to where it stops when hitting the smaller size on the backside, and then sometimes you're working with a fastener where you're working with the small side and it can pass through to the larger side. So like this, you just have to make sure that you keep your fastener on the desired size, which isn't a big deal because obviously you can do that with a standard ratcheting wrench. You can do it with this design as well. The other con being, as of right now, they do not offer an extra long version. They do have an extra long box end wrench set, but I think a lot of people would be interested to see this same design used in a longer platform. So we'll see if that comes in the future. That's something that we can hope for. I think a lot of people would be interested. So that's it as far as pros and cons. Getting into some of the specs, as far as the 2 smaller ones, they are going to be the same, and the 2 larger ones are going to be the same as well. The smaller ones are going to be 6.89 inches long, 1.18 inches wide at the widest end, and then 0.27 of a pound. And then the larger ones are going to be 8.07 inches long, 1.57 inches wide at the widest point, and 0.51 of a pound. And then as far as pricing, it is going to be $100 for the full set, or if you break it down, $25 per wrench, since you have 4 wrenches in one wrench. Or if you break it down per wrench size, it's technically $6.25 for 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think it's a good deal for what you're getting. You're getting a lot of versatility in an extremely small package. So I thought that was a very unique design that's going to be intriguing and interesting to many viewers. So that is it as far as the information that I have on this, and just a quick look at the overall set. And now we're going to get into how to enroll in the giveaway. We're going to be doing a giveaway of this exact same set, but still new in the packaging, wrapped in plastic, all that good stuff. So we're going to keep it very simple for you guys, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. First thing you need to do is comment down below your guys' thoughts on this tool. 2, you need to make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. And then final thing is to like the video. That's it. Very simple. Now, keep in mind, there is only 1 comment per viewer. If you comment more than that, I'm only going to take 1 of your comments. At the end of the 2 weeks, I'm going to figure out how many comments we have all together, removing any of the double or triple comments from the same viewer. And then I will put it into a random number generator, and I will start at the bottom of the comments from the oldest comment and go to whatever number is generated up the list. So that is it. Extremely simple. Simple enough. Just comment down below of your guys' thoughts on a tool like this. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And as always, like the video. Unless you didn't like the video, then, obviously don't like it. But it would be greatly appreciated. That's it as far as today's video. If I forgot to mention anything that you guys are wondering about this tool, or you guys want a closer up look of the tool, I can try and do that. But once again, if I forgot to mention anything, please just feel free to drop a comment down below. I love interacting with you guys. So that is it as far as today's video. Just a quick look at the new set from Capri Tools. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and as always, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. See you guys in the next one.